should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to harm? It's office hours with Nick and Andrew with this side of Parmesan. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I tried and I couldn't quite get there.
Parmesan.
I was thinking the whole time I was singing what I was going to rhyme with Auld Lang Syne, but we got it. Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Hi, everybody.
Nailed
Welcome. This is our almost last show of the year, and this is Office Hours. I'm Andrew Hockrattle.
I'm Nick Longo.
And we are going to help you level up your creative career today, looking forward to 2026. If you missed it last week, we were talking about trends of 2025. And today we will be going into 2026.
Ooh, crystal ball time again.
The future.
Didn't we just do this for 2025? Like, it felt like 2 months ago.
That's what we should have done, Nick. We should have gone through our 2025 episode to see if we predicted anything right.
We will follow up with that.
Yeah.
Next week,
we'll
give you a progress report.
Yep, next week we'll give you a progress report from last year.
I'm sure we passed with flying colors.
I'm sure we got it. But with that, I do want to start out with something kind of fun, chat. We're going to do a little interactive activity. And Nick, you are going to be the guinea pig to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, we have a new quiz. If you want to learn a little bit more about Firefly boards, but you want to find a little bit more about yourself as well, we have something called the Mood Board Mixtape Quiz, and it's going to help you figure out what kind of mood board you, what kind of mood boarder you are, what kind of creative you are.
Ooh,
so Nick,
can't wait.
Chat, you are going to do this along with us as well. If you want to, there is an article that you can follow along with over in the Career Center, but you can also do it here. Put your answers in the chat. That's just going to be 3, A, B, or C. So drop your answers. So Nick, let's get started here. Question 1. Ooh. When you hit creative block, your next move is to A, grab your sketchbook or tablet and start drawing until something clicks. B, scroll through inspiration boards until the right vibe appears. Or C, call a quick team brainstorm.
Oh man, snacks required for
snacks
sure.
Required.
I would say the closest one to mine is B.
B. Okay.
Yeah, I would have to look. I have to turn away and find some inspiration somewhere. That's if I'm on a deadline. If not, I'd be outdoors and do something else.
Yep. So chat, keep track of your answers as we go through. Please put them in the chat with us. We do have YouTube here as well. Hi, YouTube. And we have our Behance chat. So put your answers in the chat and keep track of them.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear what you guys say.
All right. Number 2.
Yes.
Your workspace aesthetic is A, chaotic, B, organized, or C, collaborative.
Oh gosh, let me look at those definitions.
Yeah.
Sticky notes, sketches, oh my god, yeah, A.
A. Okay, so
it's like I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, A.
So your workspace is Cody is saying B. Trey has got A. Sometimes B from Lisa. All right, so Nick. So far we have 1 B and 1 A, right?
1 A. Yes, correct.
All right. So next question 3. When a client asks for just one more change, you A, pull together a few fresh mock-ups from your inspo stash. B, refine your favorite version until it's perfectly dialed in. Or C, share it with your team and swap new ideas to level up.
Oh, wow. Refine your favorite version. I'm going to say B because I better be at that zone.
Yep.
I shouldn't, if it's a one more quick change, I shouldn't be going back to the drawing board. So B.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
I see that very much for you. I think I could take this for you and get it. Okay. So we have 1A, 2 Bs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Chat, question number 4. In a brainstorm, you A, drop bold, unpredictable ideas that no one saw coming. B, keep things grounded and guide the plan to reality. Or C, bring the vibes, spark the conversation, and keep the ideas flowing.
Oh, C. 100%.
C. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
it was close to B, but I think I have, because it said more like, that feels like more what the leader did.
Yep.
And I've always been more of a leader in the brainstorms, but I want to contribute. So C is the perfect blend.
Yep. I think that it's interesting because I think that both of us would shift a little bit depending on who's in the, because I was thinking of you and I in a conversation, we would probably flip to where you would go B and I would go C.
Or we'd both be A.
Or we both would be A, exactly. And everyone's just like, what's going on? Okay, last question. So we have 1 B, Sorry, we have one A, two
A,
B's,
two
and one
Bs,
C.
and a C.
Okay. So your dream creative tool would A, whip up fresh visuals before you can even grab your sketchbook. B, nail the perfect color palette, layout, and dimensions with one click. Or C, let your whole team tweak and create together in real time.
B, 100%.
B, yes. I see that for you. So, chat. If you kept track of your answers, look back at your answers that you put in the chat and figure out which one you answered the most. For Nick, I think we had one A, we had three B's, and one C. So we're going to go through letter by letter and let you know what your creative type is and how you can learn a little bit more about it. So if you answered mostly A, then you are the DJ. You turn daydreams into deliverables. Your creativity is bold, unpredictable, and beautifully unconventional. You mix ideas that shouldn't work, and somehow they just do. Like a great mixtape, your process might feel chaotic at first, but when it all comes together, it's magic. You're not afraid to experiment, to sample from everywhere, and to press play. Love that. So if you are the DJ, we've put together a little Firefly board for you. It's going to give you a little bit of look, some cool inspiration, and a little tutorial. So you can go right here, adobe.ly/DJ. If you answered mostly A, you can go to adobe.ly/DJ. Nick, you were B. You were number 2, and Nick, you are the composer.
Nice.
Let me tell you a little bit more about you. You create outcomes that move people. I think this is so true. You're deliberate, precise, and effortlessly composed. Every idea you touch is refined, balanced, and intentional, like the perfect mixtape where every track flows seamlessly into the next. You see the bigger picture before anyone else, and you know how to make every detail count. Your process is structured, your mock-ups are clean, and your vision always lands exactly where it should. Nick, I think we got you.
Wow.
I think we got you here.
This is dead on.
It's dead on. So if you want to learn more about B, the composer, if you were the composer, you can go to adobe.ly/composer. So adobe.ly/composer, and hopefully Mod can drop these in there as well. So adobe.ly/DJ if you're mostly A's, and adobe.ly/composer if you were mostly B's. If you were mostly C's on our quiz, you are the collaborator. This is me. So I turn collaboration into creative energy. I thrive on connection, whether it's trading ideas, gathering feedback, or blending different perspectives. You know that the best creative work comes from a mix of voices. You build momentum through collaboration, shaping ideas together until the finished product feels like a shared masterpiece. Your mixtape isn't just yours, it's a collective sound built from everyone's best tracks. That's me. If you are the collaborator, if you answered mostly C's on our quiz, adobe.ly/collaborator. So go check those out. Again, adobe.ly/DJ/composer and /collaborator. And if you want more information, you can always go check out the Career Center over on Behance and take the quiz.
Very cool.
So super
Isn't
fun.
it neat that you're a mixture? I bet no one answers all of them the same letter. Like you're a mixture of those, and then the winning letter is always you.
Yes, that's why the quiz has 5 questions.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
We want to make sure. And if you want
Even Steven.
Exactly. If you want to do this on social media
Won't
and
work.
get like a little reminder, you can actually go to the Adobe Instagram page right here, and you can take the mood board mixtape quiz. All you need to do is you go through the questions. You can answer which one that you answered the most, and we'll send you a DM with the link and the information about what you are. So go check out Adobe Live on Instagram, and you can take the quiz there as well, and have some fun. Hopefully you can learn something in those tutorials.
Hey, I did.
So
I know
fun.
exactly who I am.
Yes. So go check
great.
that out. Share it with your friends. Share the post on your stories if you want to. Tag Nick or I. We'd love to see it. All right, Nick.
Yeah.
Let's hop in. Let's talk about a little bit about last week,
all.
and then we'll look forward. So looking a little bit back,
Oh, yes.
and then we'll look a little bit forward.
We
So
want to check ourselves.
we last week, if you were here, did an episode all about the trends of 2025 that we saw. Now, chat. We also have some friends over at Behance that posted a article about their top creative trends. So we want to do a
Better be
quick
on
little
trend with
check-in.
us. They better be on trend with us.
and see if we got any of them right. So
I'm dying to see what they got.
let's go and jump into the first trend of 2025,
Hey.
projects as portfolios. Interesting.
Tell me more.
Okay, so when building a successful project as a portfolio, it focuses on creating a strong layout and flow. Okay, so let's look here. Illustration portfolio. I think that this was one project that then shows all of the work.
Good.
Ooh, I actually like this as a trend, especially for something like illustration, that you're kind of like, there's a lot of different pieces, but I want to show individual pieces all together, of doing one project with a bunch of pieces within it.
I would say a lot of Illustrator people I talk to are a little bit troubled on how to put their presentations together.
Yes.
This has a good flow. It looks like there's just enough context to kind of do it. And the way it's grouped is nice. You get groupings, and then you get one big, large image. Then you go back to groupings. Well, you know, it's like, I like this vibe. And ooh, that looks fantastic. Great work.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is great stuff. I
nice.
agree. I'm totally into this like layout and the way that it worked there.
I'm down.
All right. Good job, Behance. Number 2, designed to move. Designers are increasingly adding motion to projects. Yes, I do think that we called this one out as well.
Yeah.
But I think that this is definitely something that we're seeing is movement within their work.
Don't you feel there's no excuse any longer for this because of the tools we have now? Like, I can't make that on a motion graphics app, but I can make that in Firefly.
Yep.
I can make that happen. And I like that it's almost like I might have to do it in 2 to 3 separate ways to figure it out. But that I love. Like, challenge my brain.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. And Nate asking, is this for 2026? This is looking back into
Backwards.
2025.
We are not. We'll get to our predictions, but we want to like just check ourselves with the masters at Behance.
Yep. Profiles, personalized, Behance Pro. Yeah, sign up for that.
Sunkissed.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Sunkissed Sierra.
Sierra.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
What?
We're calling out not only a theme but giving it one color.
I love this. Sunkissed Sierra. Warm, earthy tones. I actually agree. I think that like
Too
orange
much almost.
and mint were kind of a trend last year.
Oh gosh, you could almost take any muted color, desert kind of color tone.
Yes.
Those corals, the teals.
Yeah, the like sun-kissed Sierras.
Yeah, the Sunkissed Sierra. Oh, there's a band name right there.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think this is just a bigger trend. I don't know if calling it Sierra, meaning like only this terracotta color, is the only thing going on there, because everyone was doing this.
Yep.
I mean, particularly in photography in styles, I used Sundrench like probably more than ever last year because that's all I saw.
Yep. Okay. I want to do something real quick, chat. I need to let me see if I can open something. Okay, we're gonna talk here for just a second.
Sure.
I want to
What are you gonna try
open
to do?
something here and see if I have any like multicolor documents, and see if we can apply this color palette to see
In
what
generative AI?
generative recolor comes
Yeah,
out
that
with.
would be perfect.
For what was it? Sienna something?
Sunkissed Sierra.
Sunkissed Sierra. All right.
And we're asking Adobe, put that into the generative presets.
Yep. Yes. 100%. Please. All right. So we were doing
okay.
Sunkissed Sierra as our generative recolor. Let's see
Wow.
what we get here in. I mean, yeah.
Ooh, oh, bottom left. Bottom left. Dang.
Oh yeah.
Those are great.
Oh, that's crazy. I like this one.
Dare I say, of 2025, this has to be my most used and most successful tool.
I agree.
Because I mean, I think there's only a few people that really know color. Like this has made my concepts so much more sellable.
Yep.
And I feel 10 times better with them now.
Love generative color.
Same.
Okay. Type by
What
hand.
else?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this
that
was.
Otto's cool.
I think unfortunately we saw a lot of bad.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing that I think is the trend. Chat, you're gonna catch me here right now. The 2026 trend is type by hand that is like intentionally bad. I think that we're going into there, and I think Nick, you talked about it a little bit in your 2026 trend report, which we're gonna get to. Is like getting into this like maximalist, intentionally bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and or potentially or unorganized or something. Yeah, there's some good stuff there. All right, what else do we got?
Flower power. Yes.
True.
I'm so over this.
Yeah.
I freaking just
Retire.
generic
Just go.
flowers everywhere. That was the
Go.
year. Best of Behance. Oh, there's a Best of Behance 2025. All right,
Hey.
so I think that I think we got a pretty good handle on that.
Yeah, and it's to each his own too, because I think
"Meh."
I think it's honestly those all hit.
Yeah.
We were in line with a lot of those. We've seen them before for sure. I think it's all based on your exposure too. What did you see? What did I see? And then like when you think of Behance putting it all together, they were probably looking at what they saw on Behance. So yeah, it's kind of neat to see what rises to the top.
100%. All right, and chat, you can see here I go back and forth. So YouTube high and Behance high, just in case you see that changing. I'm just going back and forth, just checking in on everybody, making sure everybody's good, everyone's having fun. Party dad here. All right, let's go ahead and hop in. Sorry, Nick. This is giving major Mike Wazowski vibes.
Yeah.
I'm on the cover of a magazine.
Not really.
All right. Sorry, chat. I'm going to have to move you so that we can see.
Keep it there because I don't think there's anything. I think on the slides, it's there you go.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll
We'll put you up here, chat.
I'm in
all
there
right.
somewhere.
Sorry, Nick. All right. Here we go. Let's hop in and talk about our 2026 predictions.
Yeah.
Nick, where are we starting out?
Yeah, so we've themed them all. This one is design aesthetic trends. We didn't want to overpower you with just design aesthetics. These are the two that really kind of stood out the most. Number one, and it's kind of shown there in the top image. It's called anti-aesthetic minimalism. It's taken over the design world. It's the hottest spot in New York City, guys. It's the hottest club.
Yep.
And this is where designers lean into all of those different things, strip down raw layers and stuff, but there's a bit of intention. So it's not like pure perfection, but it blends the stuff that we liked about minimalism, but then it gives it this anti. Like that example shows what I think a designer, an interior designer would have probably like said absolutely never 10 years ago and something like that. But now everything does kind of work together because it's so different and it's anti-aesthetic.
Yep.
Yet each piece is elegant.
Chat,
what do you think?
if you're good, I'll show you a piece that I got. I'm currently doing this to my apartment. So I think this is 100%. If you can see, chat, you can't see very well. Hold on. We're going to ruin everything, chat. I think this is a trend. Let me see if I can turn this. There we go.
Yeah.
So that is a lamp that's an iguana holding a light bulb, and that is a giraffe. So I'm very much in the process of doing this to my apartment and trying to hit this like chaotic minimalism trend. I have my coffee table currently is just a bunch of lips. It's a bunch of lipstick lips.
Let me ask you this. How do you feel you get the permission to do that? Because I think a lot of people want to do something like that.
Yeah,
I would absolutely never attempt it because I would think everything I pick, I can't even match. So how would I do something that's like completely unmatched?
Yeah, I think especially in like design for like graphic design or even interior design, whatever you're doing, I think it's about like committing to the bit. Like it's very much committing to it, but then having the knowledge of what works and what doesn't, right?
Yeah.
That it's like, cool, this is contrasting this, or like the color palette is similar, or like it's all a nod to like a mid-century trend. Like there is kind of a tongue-in-cheek nod to something else.
I gotcha. Yeah, I've seen great stuff on like even on like Architectural Digest, seeing these home tours, and they kind of mimic what I'm seeing here.
Yep.
Not maybe to that extreme, but that's pretty bold. And I think too, like, why not try? We have a tip on how to do that in the next slide, but the second one is actually, I think, my favorite.
Ooh, yes. I love the name of this.
Smart maximalism.
Smart maximalism.
Right. So everything you thought about maximalism and more, guys. It's confident, it's richer, but there is a bit of clarity. And I think this is a natural progression for it. Last year, it got to the point where things were almost fine art. It wasn't really communication art, right? It looked like fine art maximalism. This is a good example of you can color outside the lines and you can do crazy different things, but it's still intentional. It still works. It has a communication to it, you know?
Yeah.
I love it.
I like this. I like the, I think David Carson has a great quote about between like legibility and readability. that
True.
like it's
Yeah.
is it legible or is it readable, of like that mid zone where it's like you can read it but it's not legible, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love that kind of aesthetic, and I think that smart maximalism is the perfect way to position that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
Love that.
100%.
And it's still coloring outside of the box, and I kind of dig that.
Yep.
So
So
very
what you
cool.
can do now to give it a try, explore both extremes, right? Get crazy.
Yeah.
Open up a project, use Firefly boards, do one that is like crazy maximalism and one that's minimalism. Play around and see how far you can push something, and then see how far you can edit it back.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really fun exercise.
Do you think there's a freedom of using Adobe boards, or let's call it Firefly boards, for something like this, because it isn't the final piece, and maybe is there more freedom to make a mistake and try something there?
I think so. That's why I
kinda
like
feel
boards.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like boards because it is like, this isn't the final thing. I can really make mistakes and play around, and I have infinite artboard. I can like throw things in there.
I know.
I think that like resonates with me a lot.
And I feel sometimes too, this might sound weird, but when you spend 15 minutes putting something together in Illustrator and then it's not a good fit or it doesn't work, sometimes I feel like that's wasted time.
Yep.
And doing it in Firefly boards gives, I'm doing it while I'm working on something else, right? It's still generating and I'm already making another prompt. It's so time valued in a lot of ways too.
Yep. And
Mm-hmm.
chat, if you want to revisit some old ideas, stay tuned. In January,
yeah.
February, we're going to be doing a little activation. That'll be fun.
Yay.
All right.
Cool.
The future of AI and
future.
creativity.
The future.
Robots.
Yes.
The generic, like, we were just talking about these sunglasses.
I wanted to put the most like perfect cliche AI images in here,
Right.
of anything, because like as much as we're talking about this here, we can have fun with it. But this first one, I think we all agree, AI becoming an invisible teammate. That's really a great way of. We've called it Copilot. We've called it your support team. We've called it like your back end, kind of like design squad. But this idea that it's this invisible teammate, it's there to integrate and help you so quickly and deeply into like your workflows now. I know we talk about it all the time. I'm finding ways to bridge different things that I'm doing in AI and make my own workflow to speed up something that used to take me, maybe a whole day, and now it's just a few minutes. So I love that. I'm sure you're feeling the same way. There's some great stuff there that it is a teammate.
Yep,
It's helped
100%.
us. It's helped us out a lot with office hours for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah, and I think that it definitely, I've used it a lot for reference to like test ideas. That's what I like. I have a lot of like really crazy, weird ideas. And so being able to use Firefly boards, being able to use Firefly to like test an idea saves me a lot of time, because I have a lot of really bad ideas that I'm super passionate about. And boards is kind of that assistant to be like, hey, here's what it looks like.
It hones you in.
That's
right?
insane. Yeah.
Now, dude, I do it the opposite. Like, think about it. Like, I work in this zone, and I sometimes I need to color outside of those boxes. And that's what I think AI has done for me.
Yep.
Totally different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so designers, number 2, designers build personal AI aesthetics, custom models, and curated libraries become a part of your signature style. Yes, I believe that we previewed custom models at Max this year.
Totally.
You can
That's
upload
a
your
great
stuff
point.
into Firefly. All stays there, doesn't go out anywhere, and just lets you kind of use your style for your style.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be doing that anyways with preset templates and everything else. Might as well add all of those components into AI and let it generate based on your prompt.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
So what you can do now, start documenting your taste, build personal libraries, refine prompts, and experiment until your AI output starts to feel like you.
Yay.
I need to pull, I have chat. I think this website is still up. Let me see. I am everything that's like thrown on this page. This is my old like archive website where I just throw random work that I've done.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take all of this and put it into a custom model, because I'm like, I feel like this is the
great
most like me of my work that I just threw onto the page. And so I'm just going to take all this, throw it into a model, and then be like, cool. If I want to experiment with some ideas, it will help me, knowing my style, knowing the way I like to work, to put old work in there to be like, okay, here's this idea. Is this going to work? Okay, cool. It looks cool. I'm going to go build it.
Yeah. You could build, think about it, your own AI model based on, let's say you've already got all that stuff. Like you just said, you're going to dump all that in there, build it. I did everything from all my previous courses from school, put it into one thing.
Yep.
And I have students now that can go to it and ask it as if it's me.
Oh, that's
And
really cool.
One of them told me the other day, they were like, oh my God, it was like talking to you. I was like, okay, that's scary.
Office hours chatbot. Office hours
right?
chatbot.
There you go.
We got 5 years of content. Let's throw it in
What
somewhere.
a time saver.
Yeah.
What a time saver. And I love that. And it's given personal kind of direction and like feedback when needed. That's awesome. That's great. I love
And
your idea though, dude. You got to do that.
I think it'd be so cool if like we had something, and I'm sure that this is possible, that we could go grab all the episodes of Office Hours. We could get the like transcripts for them and then
Yeah.
put it into somewhere, build out that it's just like, here's all the cumulative knowledge from the almost 6 years now of Office Hours that we've done.
We should do that, man. That would be, I wonder
so
too,
cool.
if it could be, and then you build 2 models that will build a custom episode for you of us
Yes.
talking.
Yes.
Okay.
Take
now
my
we're
face.
now we're just going crazy.
All right. Creative careers and industry shifts. This is going to be an interesting one looking forward into creative careers. Nick, what are your predictions for 2025?
All right. So the hybrid in-between designer kind of resurfaces back. This is that thing where demands grow for thinkers who handle both strategy and execution. So in most cases, those two worlds live completely separate, right? Someone's coming up with the strategy and it's handed over to someone to do the execution. And now that's equal strength, because what's interesting is the strategy and execution now have to be done at lightning speed. And then if it's one person, there's a synergy there. So imagine all of us becoming more of the conductor or the composer, as opposed as what Behance told me. I remember that. I was hoping to use that again. There's the magic sauce, I think, for sure. So build that strength and those things together. I think that's a fantastic prediction. I see that coming.
I agree that like middle ground of having to know the strategy behind it and being able to do it, I think is big. And I think that that's where like the AI handoff happens, is like using AI to work on strategy, to cast vision, to get the idea, and then being so skilled and professional that you can execute on that idea with the skills you have. I think the 1-2 punch there is really interesting.
Totally. How about number 2?
So portfolios shift from visuals to stories. Clients want to understand your decisions, not just your outcomes. I agree. I think I said this before. I think that the AI stuff like falls flat because it doesn't have the story. Everything is an individual piece. And so I think portfolios being able to tell a story and set a scene and like build out this whole like journey for your client is so important.
It's up to you.
Yep.
It's up to you.
It's up to you to really figure out, how do you tell a story and what story are you trying to tell?
I mean, AI can blend, but you need the pillars. You need those things to kind of set the mood, tell the story about that. And again, this is becoming probably one of the biggest things. I think the Behance thing had something similar to this when it showed that illustrator talking about putting those things together and telling a better story with that. You can't just put these things and hope it's going to work. You have to talk about your decisions, why you chose that, why you did this. And I think the non-designer who's going to evaluate you is going to appreciate that more than ever.
I agree.
Right.
So what can we do now to get ready for this predicted shift?
Rewrite one of your case studies and focus on the why. This is my latest big Behance thing that's coming out soon. This one's really all about that idea of taking a case study, telling more about the why, and add the depth, the reasoning behind it, and what was the result. Was there some clarity at the end? And I think this will change the way people see what you're doing, because again, you could be blown away by creative art, the slides, the images, but when it flows together, it's so much better. It's so much better.
I totally agree.
Love it.
All right. 2025 pop culture and consumer behavior. Prediction 1, micro communities drive mainstream trends. Subcultures influence design more than mass audiences.
Isn't that interesting?
Don't agree.
I think this has always been the case, but it's happening so much faster now. So now we can really pinpoint subcultures, meaning smaller, tinier groups have just as much influence as the mass audience does. In fact, I think the mass audience is just copying what the subculture did.
Oh, I agree. It always comes from the small subcultures and then into the main public eye. I agree. I agree that the micro communities are going to be the way to go next year.
Oh, so do you think the trend might be they're getting more credit for it now? Because like it was never really, you would say, where did that trend come from? It's like, someone would just say like from the streets or something, what's the right word? Organic,
Yeah.
right? But I think they're being celebrated now more than ever for the trend.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
I agree. Yep. That it is like the recognition and like the callbacks.
Yeah. So the second one's pretty interesting.
Yes. Future nostalgia becomes the new aesthetic lane. Retro emotions blended with forward-thinking optimism.
Ooh, what a blend, huh? We like what else are we gonna do with nostalgia?
Right?
It's been done.
Future
so
nostalgia
much.
is very interesting.
Isn't that a cool way to look at it? It's like these images here show maybe nostalgic or patterns of a vibe, but then created into newer cuts and newer patterns for texture or for clothing or for apparel. So it's kind of like, test yourself with that. What could you do with something old and nostalgic to make it forward thinking?
Yeah. I like this one.
Kinda
This is
neat.
interesting.
Yeah.
So what you can do now, pick one niche community and study its visual language. Understanding smaller groups gives you a huge edge. So find your micro community and see what trends are there. What is the style? What's the design? What are the fashions? All of that fun stuff.
Yeah. I put a project together once where I asked my students to brand a subculture.
Ooh.
Like, isn't that kind of interesting? Like, but doesn't that take away sometimes? They had to keep it so organic and like raw because you don't want to commercialize it. You don't want to make it this big brand that's like all of a sudden now it's commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even just identifying them is kind of cool. So love that.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about tools, workflows, and creative tech.
Nice.
Browser-based creativity becomes normal, lightweight, collaborative. Everywhere workflows rise. I agree.
We're seeing that everywhere.
Multi-device creativity becomes seamless. Teams move more fluidly between desktop, tablet, and phone. I think
Seems
this
to
is
be the
like
case.
inevitable
Yeah.
and just what's going to happen. So like learn how to use your phone, learn how to use your desktop.
If you want to know the tip,
That's the takeaway.
yeah, keep those up to date, right?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times now that's why you're seeing so many people change their phones so quickly.
Yep.
Is to make sure you have all the qualified stuff there.
All right. Freelance and studio business trends. Freelance and business and stuff, would we say?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. What are our predictions here?
All right, so number one, designers will bundle strategy as a non-negotiable. And what this means is like we've all struggled to how to charge more, how to get better work, how to do full spectrum work. That's the best way we all want to work. So when you drop in and bundle the strategy in there as well, not only are you going to get better creative at the final end, but you're showing the client what it's like to work with the creative that way. You're executing everything, and that should be baked into everything you do. Put it in your proposal, put it in your estimate, charge for it as well. I love this idea that they come to you and it's a one and done shop.
Yep.
That's the best way to think about it.
I agree 100%.
Right. And we've talked about this forever, but don't you feel now more than ever it's becoming more mainstream with anyone that's maybe it's because the generalist as opposed to the specialist. The generalist works great as a art form, but also when it comes to how you run your business.
Yep.
So being this generalist and strategizing and putting that all in there is pretty cool.
Yep. And I think retainers are like the way to go. I think we've preached this forever. Like retainers are so great to be able to just get paid, have your like payment set up, and then do what your client needs. Like everyone seems to win with retainers. Like you get valued, they get value out of it, and everybody wins. So
well, yeah, and think of everything else you purchase as a consumer is kind of under this same framework. Any subscription you have, any monthly service you do, you've committed to this. You pay that monthly no matter how much you use it, right?
Yep.
This is the same thing. If you change I've always been I know the benefits of this, but I've never pushed it up until maybe a year or two ago. And now that's all I have.
Yep.
It's so much better. You can sleep at night. Prediction number 2.
Prediction number 2. So what can you do now? Audit your services. Ask yourself what you can teach, package, or license. Start small with one add-on offering and build from there.
Ooh, yeah,
I
that's
think
a
this
good
is
way to
great.
look at
Just
it.
like look at one thing. What can I
Add
upsell? And then start making that a regular. Then start adding another thing and start getting those upsells going.
Yeah. I mean, take a logo and imagine what else you can do with it. Signage, social media, in-store, mural, whatever it might be. Go for it.
100%.
Cool.
All right. Next up, education and skill development. Where are we going in 2025?
Yeah, so the first
26.
prediction, 26. Oh my God, I know. This first prediction, strategic thinking becomes the star skill. Again, we're talking a lot about that. Software is expected. Vision and clarity will set you apart. So it's just like you say, everyone's going to expect you to be the great designer, but what they won't expect you is to be this insane strategic thinker. So put that strategy cap on as much as you can. I know, don't you love when you inject your work with that commentary? The client, the boss, whatever it is, just it sings so much better and they get what you're trying to say.
Yep, 100%. I think being able to like walk people through every step of your process is the essential. Like it's not just, hey, it's going to look cool or we're going to do this and that. It's not what you're going to do. It's like why you're going to do it. Being able to communicate that I think is so important.
Always. The why. There's the why again every time.
Yep. So part 2 of that, what do we got?
AI literacy becomes mandatory. Oh, stop. We said it. All this stuff. I mean, I just watched a bunch of AI videos the other day on all these people, and they're basically saying, like, even if a company is telling you they're not adopting AI, everyone is. Everyone is.
Yep.
They're understanding the advantages and what it's going to do, and the mandatory necessity of it in the future. And even if you're still struggling with it, go back, watch 5 of our episodes and see how we've used it in the past. I think it's a game changer. It's gotten me more excited about our industry than I think I've ever been.
Yep.
Truly.
I think it's going to be an interesting few years. So what you can do now,
right?
Build a side project where you treat yourself like a creative director, practice articulating your decisions and not just making the visuals. Ooh.
Isn't that great? Maybe you're not quite there yet, but treat yourself as the creative director.
I like that it's kind of like, I'm going to like be my own client and almost just like practice with a project.
Yeah. I mean, passion projects, how many times have we talked about that?
Yep.
Now take it to the next level and do this. Treat yourself as if you were the creative director and practice presenting it. Practice, record yourself doing it. Put it on YouTube. See what people say. Like, man, go for it.
Yep.
So fun.
All right. 2025 in branding and marketing evolving. This is a big one because it's evolution. We're moving on. It's the future.
The future.
And hi us in the future in 2026 at the end, recapping this. So Nick, what do we think is our prediction for branding and marketing? How are we?
So I can't stress this number one more. Brands act more like systems than rules. The new class I started teaching is called Brand Systems, and I had to dive deep into this entire last 6 months. And I thought I understood this, right? You see a brand standards and you go, of course, everybody's going to have that. You gotta add that to it. But this idea that they're living and breathing entities now, and how it works, and you want these things to stand out more than anything, the system is your way to look at it. How does everything interflow with each other?
Yes.
Is there any 2 pieces of your design system that clash or show or confuse the client? I think sometimes artistic people want to just drop everything out into a system because they're like, oh, a system means 100 things.
Yep.
They still got to be organized and they've got to be 100% complementary.
And it has to make sense. There has to be a why between every decision, which that is that's your job as the designer, is to define all of the whys. Like why this, why that, why this, like that's all you're doing when building out a brand system now, is writing the language of like, right, we have a language that like, if it's an S, it says S, and then if it's next to an H, it says sh, right? That us saying that it's like, hey, when these work together, they have to go together in this way. It can't be HS, it has to be SH. So it's us building that language.
Yeah, it works every time. So keep that in mind. Study. We'll tell you a little tip on that, but head on into prediction number 2 there, dude.
Yep. So number 2, emotion-powered branding leads the pack. People care how a brand makes them feel.
Always.
I agree. It's all about that feeling and that emotion.
Yeah, that color chart thing, I've used that 1,000 times. If you look for color emotion, that will pop up in a Google search every time. But what it does is it really does talk about when you look at all those optimism ones or all those friendly brands or all the excitement brands, they've chosen these colors for a reason. There's color psychology behind them. I can't stress that enough. Pack emotion into everything you do for branding and marketing, and you win.
I agree. It's all about, and I
Yeah.
think that the audiences are looking for a feeling to chase more so than just like a brand to follow.
Right? Yeah, totally.
So, what to do now? Audit your favorite brand. Identify one moment where emotion carried more weight than visuals. Apply that insight to your own work. Ooh.
Isn't that almost like doing curation of like, oh, I just want mood boards and I'm going to look for different things that look like moods. But this is curating things that like triggered you.
Yep.
I love that.
Do you have an ad or
Yes.
campaign that like was this that like gave you an emotion more than just like a visual?
Oh, I could tell you probably 10 of them because that's what my students just put together.
Okay.
Some of the examples were Spotify Wrapped.
Yep.
That what emotion that brings you. It throws you back to your year. What were you listening to? What vibes were you into? All that kind of, and then how you share it with other people. There's an emotional bond there as well.
Yep.
Someone took in, what were some of the other ones that I think were really, really cool? Nintendo and how they launched their Switch thing, a few other ones. But what about you? Anything unique that you can think of?
The thing that sticks with me that is not recent, but I think is interesting, and every now and then I go rewatch these videos just to like be excited, okay, when Nintendo used to do the Super Smash Brothers reveal videos of the characters that were getting added, they were the most hype, like just... I like to watch videos of people watching them like in the Nintendo stores when they did like the releases or whatever, or like they did like their press conferences, and they would have these videos that just like were not about like, hey, it's cool, this character's coming to the game, you can buy them, but it was like a story that was a reveal, a twist, and like everyone just losing their minds. And I think that that kind of energy could have just been like a social media post that it's like, hey, your favorite character's in Super Smash Brothers now, you can buy it for $5.99. But instead they like do it out of nowhere in the middle of a presentation with some special video that builds up, that has a twist and then a big reveal. And like, I think that is a great example of finding emotion over just communicating for me.
Yeah.
And Chad, if you haven't seen those, please just go YouTube Smash Brothers character reactions, and like they make me so happy because people get so excited.
You could even go back to like the Apple ads when they talked about how the watch has saved people's lives. Have you seen those?
Oh my gosh, those ads are insane.
Yeah. Okay. So again, think about it. They don't have to just be in the ones that are like heart wrenching or like, oh my God, edge of my seat. What happened? Just a little bit of the emotion in there will be what a little magic sauce thing that is. Like, man, I'm going to keep that in mind.
Okay. So let's talk about 2025 sustainability and ethical design. Circular design expectations rise. Refillable, recyclable, low waste solutions become mandatory.
That's been popping up everywhere.
Yep, 100%. I just saw something yesterday that is a little like to-go soy sauce container, and it's shaped like a fish. And it has a little like dot in it, and you fill it up, you seal it, and then you like squeeze it to drip out the soy sauce for like sushi. And then
is that like soy sauce on the go?
100% soy sauce on the go. And it like is fully like recyclable, it disintegrates, like compostable, like the whole nine yards.
There you go.
I love this trend, and I think like in here too, I think accessibility becomes a big thing. I think we saw this.
Crazy.
Man, who did it? Xbox, I think, did an amazing breakdown of the accessibility of their packaging.
And Microsoft did too.
And Microsoft, yes. But I think that was like a couple years ago. That was like a huge innovation in the way that packaging worked and how they were making things accessible and like designing things to be accessible. And I thought it was so interesting. But I think that trend like kind of petered off, and I'd love to see it come back as we get into sustainability, that it also is accessible. I think
those are cool little things to join together under one initiative, right? The accessibility stuff that you do for any of your design.
Yep.
And then like the eco-friendly or just consideration of materials, waste, things like that for your packaging. Because packaging is that area where you're right. I think the accessibility thing, they did that one where it was like for anyone that had dexterity issues and couldn't like open the box, it had tabs and quick release things. There was low friction. Just what a thoughtful thing to consider.
Yeah.
And we had a person talk about accessibility and design over the last course we had 2 weeks ago, and eye-opening. So if you're looking for another thing to add on to your expertise, accessibility, I think it's going to be that silent little thing that's going to be popping up as a requirement.
Yeah. Also, transparency becomes a trust builder. People want to see materials, sourcing, and process. Yes.
Because you can't greenwash it, guys. You can't make it look earth friendly and it not be.
And here's the thing.
People will catch you.
I think this is like probably a hot take, but maybe not. I think Chipotle's been doing this forever, and it's been super undervalued. And now
foil
like everyone's trying to be
craft.
Just like the transparency of being like, here are the ingredients, period. Like this is all that we have. And I think that who else did I just see?
As far as like transparency and ingredients.
Transparency to be like, here's what this is. That it's just like boom, boom, boom. That's it.
The RX bar is the best example. Where they put the full 5 ingredients on the front. But that's another, you're right. That's not just in packaging. It should be even in the product itself. So if it's made of low ingredients, people are shouting that through the rooftops. So this is where you're more strategic as a hired designer than anything. Can you tell a client, hey, turn these into refillables, take the water out of your cleaner? Because why should we be shipping that every time? Let the consumer do that. Like, come up with these ideas. This is so cool.
Yeah. I agree. And you can save them money, and then you look like you're super smart.
Exactly.
So in your next project, add at least one sustainable recommendation. Even a small improvement, it builds the muscle. So just suggesting something to a client that maybe could make a little bit of a change, I think is a good idea.
Even if they say no. I mean, I think you just being an ideas person is the win there. You know?
100%.
Cool.
All right. Forging on. We got about 10 more minutes. Perfect timing. Okay. Let's do this. Nicholas.
Yes.
Look at this is you.
I had to put in that in.
Yes. Community, collaboration, and creative culture. What does 2026 hold for us?
Oh my gosh. So much, right? This idea of creative micro communities will flourish. So local meetups, niche groups, collectives that like have shared interest will gain so much power. I think that's the new thing because experience is number one. Everybody wants to get back into experiential things. That's what people will remember when they're old and like looking back, right? Not what you have, all those things. This image is our glyphic. We've been doing this for now 6 months, and we have our 4th one coming up in January. And I got to tell you, I've been talking this talk for years and finally pulled the trigger on putting together a local one. It's the most rewarding thing we've ever done. It's just fantastic. And Andrew will be coming to the January event.
When is it?
Jan 6.
Okay. All right. I will be there.
Everything drops today. Follow Longo Designs on Instagram.
Follow Longo Designs on Instagram. I will make sure that I am there.
Big guest. Yes. Big guest reveal.
Next one, excited. Mentorship goes wide, not tall. Learning from many, not just one. I think this is a great call. And I think that like something that I've seen is creatives that are within the industry that have been in the industry for a minute. Us old geezers, we got so many stories.
Once when I was a kid.
I think I'm hearing this trend that those people want to be investing in the next generation and giving advice and mentoring. So if you are looking for a mentor, just reach out to somebody. I think that everyone's looking to help and to give advice and like help the boats rise with the tide.
Don't you think if you're a little reluctant to do that, do it in a group. The way this says it can work wide rather than tall. If there's 3 or 4 of you that need it, find 1 or 2 people that could be more of a group kind of mentorship, if that feels a little bit more comfortable. So there's options, but you're right. Look at how many people come to you. I'm sure you get it the same way I do. When they see any involvement with Adobe, they're like, how do I get involved? I get one a week. So go for it, guys. Go for it.
So wait, hold on. Was that the same? Hold on.
We
got a duplicate slide.
Longo.
Failed. So what can you do right now? Reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait, hold on. Wait, I got this.
Reach out. Look at on the fly.
Perfect.
edit changes.
That's it. That's the magic of Adobe Express presenter mode. All right.
Love it.
I don't need any more pop-ups. Okay.
Just reach out.
Just reach out. All right. So let's talk about retail, packaging, and commerce. What's our trend going into the next year?
More of what we've talked about, storytelling and experience. So the first one, if you are doing packaging, drop in storytelling. It's the funnest, coolest way to communicate everything. And the second one is this hybrid of retail becoming experiential.
Oh, 100%.
You're seeing pop-ups in the malls.
Do you see the people at the freaking Marty Supreme pop-up in LA this morning?
Amazing, yeah.
Like, they're lining up nights before for the experience, not just the retail.
Yeah. You know what? I'm excited. In 2 weeks, I'm going to see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. Have you seen the the Sphere? That's one thing, but the lobby is all these interactive things where you can put yourself in the world of that and everything. And I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. I can't wait.
And someone asking, where's presenter mode? Right up. Hold on, chat. Sorry. Let me.
Oh, there you go.
Right
we'll answer all your questions.
Yeah. If you are starting as a presentation, if you start your Adobe Express project as a presentation, you have it right up here, and you can go into presenter mode. And from there, we get this little window that we can put notes. We can control everything. So I'm actually over on my other screen. I'm controlling the slide presentation as we go through. So yeah, if you haven't used it, go check it out. You have to start.
And every slide has notes, so you can put them in there as well.
100%.
That's great.
All right. So then continue.
Reach out.
Reach out. Just reach out. What you can do now, look at your favorite packaging projects and list every story beat it communicates, then design your own version. Ooh, I like that.
Why not?
Yeah.
And go with the flow.
All right. Rapid fire questions in the last 5 minutes. Here we go. Chat, you answer these. Oh, wait. Chat, where'd you go? Chat, come back. This is my fault. There we go.
Chat, where'd you go?
All right. Nick, you answer. I answer. Everyone answers. Okay. Go. Question number 1. What's one thing you hope your client... help. What's one thing you hope clients finally understand about design next year?
Ooh. It's not easy, and they can't just go to AI and do it themselves.
Yep.
How about you?
This is such a hot take.
I know.
I think my hot take is like
leave me alone. I got this. I'm trying to think what you would say.
Like almost that like things don't matter as much as they think they do. I think that clients get stuck on things that don't matter, thinking that it's a big deal when there are big deals that do matter that they see as a small thing. So I think that
so prioritization.
Exactly. Prioritization.
Of the big things and little things.
Yep. Yeah.
Love that.
And please chat. Let us know what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up.
Where's the button that I need? Over here. Okay, there
we
go. What skill do you hope every student or junior designer adopts by 2026?
Follow through.
I like that.
I was trying to sum it up into one thing. Yep. Like, I don't want to say like craftsmanship or AI experience, but follow through. Be 5 years ahead of yourself.
Yep.
Maybe that's the best way to look at it.
Yeah, I think that that's a good thing is just learning confidence. I think learning to be confident and just like go for it. Just do it. Just see what happens. Because I think a lot of people are missing that. Pre-press. Trey saying pre-press.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Although, will they really need that in the future?
Spelling, grammar, punctuation. Yes. All right. So what's one part of your creative process you dream will become faster?
Oh, okay. I'm going to eliminate all the back-end stuff like invoicing and all that, right?
Yeah.
Right, because that's like that's part of the business side. I would say, oh gosh, for the process. Packaging it all up into that like final, like once it's all done, I want one button that just says package it.
That's my answer too. Getting all the EPSs, getting all the different color variations, the sizes.
That's a little back end, but
yeah.
But that's time in all the I think the apps can get there. I see Adobe building things to get to that stage one day.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. I agree.
Cool.
All right. Next one. What's a niche you hope explodes with better design?
So this is like, is there an industry or a forgotten area that really needs design bad?
Yep.
So I'm going to say in like governmental landing pages for DMV and like property tax.
Yep.
It's bad.
I'm going to say kids products. Because I think that
Okay.
I've seen some like kids' toy stores and stuff that have amazing design. And then
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like generally you find like really bad stuff. But I think that there's potential there for like really fun things to happen. So I think
point.
I want to see some cool kid stuff.
I love it.
All right, last one, maybe.
Go for
No,
it.
second to last one. What packaging trend do you hope dominates shelves in 2026?
I'm gonna say clarity.
Yep, I literally thought the same thing. I was looking to see if I have anything near me. They'll like just here's the product. Like I
Have
love
fun,
that
but
packaging.
tell me what it
Here's
is.
the thing. Yep,
You right?
yep,
Don't blur what it is.
yep. 100%. All right, last one. What's one AI powered superpower you wish every designer had?
Ooh, what do you think?
I think like sketch to visualization. That's the thing of being able to like sketch, have your process be like sketching something and getting the idea out super rough and then
Yeah.
jumping to like, okay, here's like a less rough version of it to see if it works, right? Like I can spend a
Yeah.
little bit sketching a silly idea, put it in to Firefly boards, use AI to like see if that works. I think that's the thing is
Okay.
just using it as a sounding board.
I would like remix on when I have a final concept one. Give me a button that's like generative AI
Yep.
or remix on boards
To
and
see if
just
you can
say,
get some other
give me 3 more concepts right now.
Yep, 100%. So
There you go.
that's our look. Next week, we are coming back and we are going to be a part of the treasure treat trail or something. I don't know. Adobe Live is doing a whole holiday week and we will be a part of it. We're just showing up with a baked casserole that we got from Costco. So join us next week at 10 a.m. on Tuesday and we'll see you there for our last episode of the year. Bye, everybody.
See ya.